Since 2020, over $200,000 has been spent by the city of Corpus Christi to provide a free weekly fitness event. As 6 Investigates began looking into how the city was spending taxpayer money, employees with the city reached out and asked us to investigate this event, the money being spent, and the oversight or lack thereof. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam has been digging into public records. Here's what he found.
As the sun rises over Water's Edge Park each Saturday, folks head out the door and work to stay active. 4 years ago, as the COVID-19 pandemic shut down the world, the city began a new initiative. It's called Safe Fun Fit.
We know that having a healthy lifestyle benefits you as an individual, but it also benefits the community in numerous ways.
An event by the city to keep neighbors active during a time we were all stuck in our homes. And for 4 years, the city has boasted the event and the good it has done for the community.
This is the longest running fitness activity free to a community that any Texas city is doing, and we should be proud of that.
But while the event is free to those in attendance, the same can't be said for the city or the taxpayers. Some costs seem small. $200 a month to run social media. Instructors and DJs are paid $50 a class. But over 4 years, the total cost for Safe Fun Fit adds up to more than $200,000. But all that money isn't paid directly to those doing the work. Instead, it's paid to Victor Betancourt, a man who runs VFit Training Center.
Now, what is VFit? It's an athletic training center operated by Betancourt, located on South Staples Street. Secretary of State records reveal several companies with variations of this name and registered to Betancourt have opened and closed, not all voluntarily, over the last 15 years. The most recent company was registered with the state in May of 2020, just a few weeks before the launch of Safe Fun Fit. That company was closed by the state last July. Our team found that just about every facet of this event is managed by Betancourt or subcontractors he hires, leaving the city to simply foot the bill, presenting us with one question: where's the oversight?
6 Investigates reviewed 4 years of invoices between the city and Betancourt since 2020. The city has paid him an almost weekly consulting and management fee at a cost of $480 per week. He is paid this fee whether classes are held or not. We asked the city to provide us with a list of all canceled events. The documents they provided us showed 6 events had been canceled, but a review of social media shows there were over 40 cancellations. Of those canceled classes, only 4 of them had no consulting and management fee to match. We wanted to get more information about what exactly was done as part of the consulting and management fee. Victor Betancourt never responded to our request.
We also wanted to interview City Manager Peter Zanoni, who has not only spoken publicly on the success of the event and participated in them, but he is also familiar with Victor Betancourt. This photo shows Betancourt at Zanoni's son's wedding, and others show the pair dining out at local restaurants. The city responded on Zanoni's behalf with the following statement, saying that the city monitors the program's performance to ensure that the services meet the required standards and deliver value to the community.
We also wanted to know how many people participated in Safe Fun Fit. The city provided a spreadsheet claiming 16,000 people have attended over 4 years. We asked for attendance sheets, but only received a few. When we asked for more, the city told us they don't track it because registration and check-in data is kept solely by VFit. So if VFit kept attendance and only a few sheets were provided, where are these numbers coming from?
But Safe Fun Fit isn't the only event the city pays VFit to manage. Endurance Fest is a 3-day event sponsored by some of the biggest companies in the Coastal Bend. And while the city claims it's their event, that sponsorship money goes to VFit.
For 3 days, neighbors of the Coastal Bend can walk, run, and ride. It was the brainchild of Victor Betancourt, and the city paid him $17,000 to run it.
A portion of the proceeds are benefiting Kids Get Fit, South Texas Rollers, which is an organization here to instruct kids and adults on the basics of running, fundamentals of running, and then TLC, which is...
Unlike Safe Fun Fit, this event isn't free. Want to run the 5K? That's $30. A half marathon? $50. A 37-mile bike tour with Peter Zanoni? $65. Those fees are paid to VFit. on top of the sponsorship money and the fee paid by the city. Endurance Fest claims to benefit 3 specific groups. Team Life Cyclers told us they've never received any money from Endurance Fest. South Texas Rollers, a running club, just became a nonprofit last year. They've received $5,500 over the past 2 years for their scholarship fund, but have not yet awarded a scholarship because they're waiting to raise more money first. Then there's Kids Get Fit, a nonprofit that promotes healthy lifestyles for children and families. Over 2 years, it received $9,000. Kids Get Fit is located at the same address as VFit Productions, and the president of their board of directors, Victor Betancourt. We called Kids Get Fit to ask for their 2023 tax returns. It was filed later that day, just a few hours after we had called about it. So if you're keeping score, Victor Betancourt and his business are getting paid in taxpayer money from the city to run these events, from which he can collect entry fees from participants and sponsorship money from companies like Valero, which paid $10,000 for Endurance Fest. None of that money goes back to the city.
There are many questions we wanted to ask the city. Why are they not requiring regular attendance reports and detailed invoices? Are there other vendors who are given taxpayer money to host events that generate revenue for their private business? And why is the city still paying VFit for this work when the only contract on file with VFit expired 4 years ago? For now, they remain unanswered. For 6 Investigates, I'm Adam Beam.